you show me how your robot works?
So our robot originally, it just brings in. So our robot, it spins our mechanism wheels, and these wheels will guide it towards the center. Then a paddle wheel shoves it to more paddle wheels, which shoves it to more. Then if you look in here, we have these two green wheels that are trying to stop it and also speed it up into our flywheel, which uses a 6,000 RPM motor, which can be just good and that's how our robot works. Well, taking and launching stuff.
What would you say to somebody who wants to join a new team or start a new team?
Join a new team or start a new team. I would say to keep that even if your first tournament doesn't go well, you will learn and your robot will become better and better, and just to keep trying and improving. Because starting off new or joining a new team can be rough at first, but it'll almost always get better.
Thanks. What do you think of this season, or like this game versus past games?
I'd say this game is pretty fun with all the launching things, and well, it just seems a lot better than having to pick up the cube up last game. It just seems more active and more design challenging, which is more fun.
Do you have anything special you'd like to share about your team?
I was saying that we're doing that I could share. So some of you guys may be wondering why our robot doesn't have an animal yet.
Yeah.
We're actually working on one with an animal team.
And it's a hermit crab, right?
How did you know?
Because you told me.
Yes, a hermit crab. So we're going to add like little hermit crab eyes, claws, and this is already looks like shells. And we're hopefully going to hand out little hermit crabs too.
Alright, thanks. Alright, so can you tell me about how your robot works?
Yeah, so this year we have a wooden outtake and intake subassembly mounted on a Go Build a Strafer chassis. So basically what happens is that we have an artifact. So our human player would drop the artifact into this divot here, and then we have like a pusher, we just call it batter up, which would just then push the artifacts into our flywheel. Then they would exit out through our ramp that's 3D printed on this other side. The reason we had like a wooden subassembly was just because the 6,000 RPM motor, it was causing like a lot of vibrations. So whenever we tried to shoot, the robot would like physically move up and down. So we just couldn't get like a clear like shooting field.
Nice. What do you think of this game versus the past games?
For us at least, like we thought the challenge this year was a little bit easier than last year for Into the Deep, because for Into the Deep you kind of had to like hang, and then there was also samples and specimens, so you'd actually have to put stuff on, you'd actually have to grab it a little bit more precisely, have like your elevator slides to actually kind of go in, hook the specimens in, or like at least for us we had like a bucket mechanism. So our bucket would just flip onto our baskets last year. So we thought this challenge was like a lot like simpler, just because we only have like one flywheel, and it's like human player.
That makes sense. What would you say to somebody who is thinking about starting a new team or joining a team?
I would definitely go for it. Like for me at least, I know this is like probably the best decision that I've made. I remember in 8th grade, like one of our team member sisters, she came up to me during like an outreach event, and she was like, you should really consider joining, this is what we do. And then I was like, wait, this is kind of cool. So then I went in, we did the interview process, and I've kind of been on the team ever since. And by far this is like the best experience I've ever had. I've met so many new people, I've done so much more like hands-on stuff with the robot, so I would definitely recommend this to anyone who wants to join a team or wants to like start a team.
Thanks. And do you have anything else you'd like to share about your team?
Like one big thing about us is that all of us are really good friends outside of like robotics and stuff. Because like for our team at least, like our HQ is it's like in my basement. So all of us kind of like meet up at my house like after school. We have like late night meetings, we go to Sheets. I like really funny reference, but the name of our robot is from like an inside joke that we had at a late night meeting. So we're all like friends outside of school, we all have fun at meetings, we play games, so yeah.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Can you tell me about how your robot works?
So our robot is really simple. It just goes in and out. We have a couple vector wheels and compliant wheels. Just go straight in. They're all melted together in a path. Then we have a curve transfer over here with some artifacts. Just put it straight up into our shooter.
Nice.
Oh, and a fun fact: 0 servos on our bot. Yay.
What do you think of this game versus the past games?
I feel like this game's a lot more fun just because there's more chaos to it, and mechanisms are a lot easier, but consistency is a lot more difficult.
What would you say to somebody who's looking to start a new team or join a new team?
Just take that first step. It may seem scary trying to build code a full robot, but like FTC, great community. If you want to do it, people are going to be willing to help you.
Okay, thanks. How does your robot work?
So our robot intakes from the front, and then has a spindexer inside of it that sorts the balls with a color sensor. And then it'll exit the robot with this turrets that we have on a gear, and it will auto-track the goal.
Nice. What do you think of this season versus past seasons?
This season's more complicated because they added the gameplay of defense. So instead of like not being able to contact other robots and playing defense, this season you have to build your robots to be durable enough to take hits. And also the field is wide open, so you're going to contact more robots. Also, I think the game itself isn't as hard as other seasons, but it's still complicated in its ways.
That makes sense. What would you say to somebody who's wanting to join a new team or start a new team?
I would say as a first-year member in first, ironically first, it's just like a great experience in general. A lot of confidence building. I mean, you would think it's just like driving the robot, playing the game, but there's so much more that goes into it with like the judging and like a little bit of public speaking. So it's just a really good opportunity for anybody. You can go into it like not knowing anything. I've learned so much this year. It's been so crazy, but yeah, just a great experience overall.
Thank you.